are they live yet?
They could be on the estrogen highway, so who knows? Where's that a byway?
That's okay. We're all going to hell.
No, I'm not going to hell.
So there it was in line at the bank. Fred and Charlie dead on the side of a ditch.
It's be a crowded ditch.
Say again?
So that's going to be a crowded ditch.
Yep.
Given it's a proclivity to just throw me in a ditch and leave me.
I have this list.
But your original one still sticks with me. Just don't drink the punch. That's all I'm saying.
Don't eat the bread.
Have to get all those mealworms to clean the skull and all the fun stuff.
Okay, welcome back, everyone. This is Mystic Syndicate, and I'm your host and Dungeon Master, Brian. And we are here with our good friends from the Drunkards and Dragons, getting ready for episode 64 and also 65. We have to split the we split the stream up a little bit. We take a little 5-minute break between so we can create 2 different podcast sessions. So bear with us. If you see that we are away from the cameras or it says be right back, we will truly be right back. We're going to go right into session 65 right afterwards. So don't run away. That would be terrible. But so yeah, no, we are here. And let's go ahead and start off with introductions.
That's you, dear.
I know.
Squirrel?
I have to finish the one task before I do the other task because my brain is fried. Linda, I play Corinna Babbleboot. Now I have.
It's a basic sort of night.
Why do you have no sound? Can you hear? What are you listening to?
Nothing.
Can you hear Albie say something?
I said something.
Okay, now okay. Delay. All right. I'm Melinda. I play Corinna Babble. A thing.
With a bear.
No, I haven't had the bear, but I have magic picks. So. Your turn.
Man, Melinda's a tough act to follow. I'm Mike. I play Kiffy Blackhammer, Dwarven Cleric of Fortubo.
And for the record, Mike/Kiffy is the easiest act to follow because he's lawful good. Hi, I'm Ed. I play Lord Ambassador Tomas Waverly, Sky Marshal of the Realms of Greyhawk and Guardians of Greyhawk. And tonight I am drinking dill pickle cider, but I dressed up for it. So we're at a whole nother level tonight. So we're ready to go.
Ah, yes, very posh there, Ed. Very posh.
I like my shirt.
Hello, I'm Pav. Hello, I'm Pav. I play Kelix Zelenin, a human paladin of Eronius.
I'm Russ. I play Yarn Grammer Toffelmather Halderson, a fire mage.
I am Timble. And I'm resident jackass.
That depends on the day.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty. So yeah. So the last time that we were all together, you had defeated Hezeshel in her demonic form. Afterwards, that's actually kind of where we I think we spent the entire session just fighting Demon Hezeshel. So that was very, very fun, I think. But to remind people at home, what had happened was that the adventurers had been able to rescue Sintaisha from Hezeshel's tower in the Bright Desert. They had returned Sintaisha, who was in her crone form, to Enstad, just right before Hezeshel in Sentisha's body was going to be beheaded. She had been captured by the Queen's guards, and Hezeshel was getting ready to be dispatched. But at that last moment, Grenna ran in and stopped the execution, just in time. Afterwards, they were able to destroy the 2 onyx cubes that were holding. These were the gems that were actually being used. They were magical, that allowed the bodies to be switched. Once they were destroyed, Hezeshel was able to return to her original body, where she immediately used very, very dark and potent magics. A wave of dark energy pulsed through the assembled crowd that was there to see the execution, killing scores of people. Pandemonium occurred afterwards. Sentisha, who was up on the block, passed out, lost consciousness. I know it's kind of crazy. There's, you didn't really know who was who. But once Hezeshel's crone form was destroyed, she assumed her demon form. And the demon form was pretty intense. And they were able to finally destroy Hezeshel's demon form. And that is where we are going to pick up. So did I cover everything, guys?
Sure.
Cool. I know it can be kind of confusing. But yeah. So before we get started, though, I want to big thanks going out to all the viewers this evening. Thank you all very much. If you like what you see on YouTube, make sure to give us a thumbs up, give us a like, drop something in the chat if you would like. And we'd love to hear from you guys. Again, the podcast numbers are coming up. I don't know who is in New York State, but they've downloaded 33 of our. They just keep downloading stuff, so maybe they're just playing it at work. Maybe it's just one person.
Over the speakers.
What's that?
At work, over the speakers.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if that would be a good idea.
You're muted, Ed.
But yeah, that's what's going on. So this is good stuff. But yeah, so that is where we're going to pick up. We are picking up on the parade ground, the tournament field. And what is it that you are doing?
Removing the demon's head.
Okay. Well, that's easy enough to do.
Actually, didn't it kind of turn to goo afterwards?
Actually,
Yes,
I think it did turn to goo, didn't it?
Yes, need it
Sorry,
back.
For the necklace.
Oh yeah,
and
that's
whatever.
Yeah, that's right. Because Grenna was like crawling her way out of the goo, and just like her hand shot up out of this goo mound.
I live!
That was
the word
fun. Yeah, that was fun. Okay. So, okay. Like I said, there's scores of bodies laying around. You had piled some up under a Liamon's tiny hut. You also had been able to take Sentisha off of the gallows and place her there as well. Now that the demon has been dispatched, you see that other people are now moving around trying to collect, the dead. It's not as chaotic as when everything first went down, but it is still kind of chaotic and crazy.
Gotta check on Sentisha. She's last time you said she was basically passed out.
Correct. Yeah, she is unconscious, not dead.
While he's checking on those, the ones that I stuck under the Leomans, how are they? Did any of them live? We just kind of tried to drag them in there, trying to save them. Did we save anybody? Or
Unfortunately, no.
Well, I'm going to be going through that goo looking for necklace remnants, however all of that works out, to see if there's anything well of value for us. We need a lot of things going forward. And I'll yell over to Tommy there and tell him to look for that necklace. We need to get those and have them completely destroyed, because that's some evil stuff, swapping and taking bodies. So,
well, the gems, the little onyx cubes, were completely destroyed by Kiffy.
Yep.
Those
Kiffy
were
smashed.
completely obliterated.
oh,
Kiffy
can
doesn't
take
like
the
jewelry.
necklace and the base. I want that destroyed too. We'll have to do something with all of it. Make sure it's all gone. Yeah, I can't think of anything more than trying to save lives and make sure shit doesn't happen again. You know, cyclic usually, if you don't destroy something, another 20, 30 years, somebody else plays with something. Ta-da! We have another demon running amok.
Yeah.
Won't be our problem then.
You're the short-lived human. It will be our problem.
So, yeah, as you're standing around checking on things, you see that people are now showing up with stretchers and things like that, carts to start, moving the bodies. Shira approaches you and says, "Oh, it's so good to see you all. Where is Santaisha? Where is she?"
Behind the woodshed.
I thought we put her in. We put her in the little hut.
I thought we removed her from the hut.
I don't know. Yeah, you're right, because we had just go checked on her. So
The direction of the Leomans would be the best choice to answer that question.
Okay. She says, she looks over to you, Kiffy, and she says, "I think you are needed at the castle. I don't think Asenath is going to make it."
Oh, shit. All right. Well, I will go.
Okay.
I'm going with Kiffy.
Okay.
How far away is the castle?
It's only probably about 3 blocks away. It's very close to the tournament grounds.
Well, I'll tell you what. If Santasha's out of the hut, or the hut's gone, and if we checked on her and she's still passed out, but she's alive, yeah.
Correct.
All right, I'm going to pick her up and we're going to head toward the castle.
Okay. I grabbed Kiffy and we dimension door to the throne room.
Okay. That was
Rise, Kiffy.
Because he knows he's going to get a long rest and he's just going to burn spells.
Yep.
okay. So, yeah, you were able to teleport to the. Now, of course, that leaves Timble kind of out, doesn't it? Or can you also take him as well?
No, just
Okay.
You can only take one.
You can only take 2 people,
2 people.
or is it a weight thing? Because he and I have vastly different weights, and you're skinny for a wizard.
one person.
One person.
One person. Okay, good deal.
Is he a person?
Yeah. So you take hold of Kiffy, you cast your spell, and you appear in the throne room. You can see that there are people moving around. You can see that there are other nobles here. You see, as soon as you appear, you see one of them looks over very quickly as you quickly apparate there in front of them. And she says to you, "Please follow me." And they take you out, and you eventually end up in Asenath's in her room, which is just right down the hallway from where Santaisha was, and her room, and where Imelda was at one point in time. And you walk in, and you can immediately, as soon as you walk in, you can see that she is very pale. Her lips are cyanotic. It looks really, really bad. And so, but what you also see is Yolanda is there, kneeling next to her bed, holding her hand, and you can just see that she is completely, distraught. What are you doing?
I will start out by just doing a quick assessment of her physical situation.
Okay.
Just doing a medicine check here.
Yep. That is great.
Well, that's not great.
But it's not bad. But so, yeah. Also, give me an arcane knowledge check if you can.
Sure, I can do that. Actually, proficient in that.
Wow. Okay, very good. So as you're on the other side of the bed, opposite Yolanda, you are going through, checking Asenath, making sure there is no open wounds or anything of that nature. Checking. But you can, as you were doing so, you can feel that there is this dark magical energy which is completely permeated Asenath's body.
Mm-hmm.
It does look quite dire.
Hey, Yarn?
I can hit her with a Dispel Magic at 5th level.
That's kind of what I was thinking about.
Okay. So you go ahead and cast that spell, and as you do, Kippy, you are able to determine that as the spell is loosed upon her, it does indeed push back and expel the dark magical energy.
Sweet. Yarn, you're an awesome healer.
I do better the other way.
Now all you got to do is take a level of cleric and you'll be good.
Oh, yeah, because then I get the command spell. Ooh.
Okay. Anything else you want to do?
Does she have any physical wounds?
No, she doesn't look like she has any physical wounds at all. You got to think, at the time that she fell, she was sitting in a high back chair, and so she just kind of slumped in the chair. So she didn't hit her head or anything or fall from the chair. She just went limp in it.
Well, I will proceed with a ritual of blessing for her anyway. Not like a spell or anything, just like as your clerics will do.
Okay. So as the rest of you, it takes a little time for the rest of you to get back or get up to the castle because Kellex is carrying Sentisha over his shoulder. And Shara is with you all. So she directs you to it looks as though they've made a sort of a makeshift hospital. And but they have placed her in a more comfortable location out of the sight of others who were there. You got to think that the people who were on the parade ground were not just a mixture of villager or townspeople. There was also nobles amongst, and some of them were killed. So by the time you all get there, they do have a special place that is already set aside for Sentisha. Kellex, you approach and lay her down on this. It's actually a bed that had been moved out. Of course, she was, dressed for execution, so she was wearing just a very simple, just a simple dress. And as
I call
soon,
Kippy over.
well, Kiffy is in the castle.
Oh, sorry. I thought we had gotten to the castle. Okay.
No, you were in the courtyard of the castle right now, and that's where Shira directed you to leave Sentisha. Kiffy is actually in Asenath's room with the queen, several guards, Yarn. So
We can send for him once he's finished there to come here.
Until he gets there, I'll do what I can do to see if there's anything I can help her with.
okay, what would you like to try?
Well, she obviously doesn't have any physical wounds.
The only thing that she has is because she does have a bruise on her forehead. When she lost consciousness, she pitched forward and hit her head on the executioner's block and then fell to the side. So she does have a bump.
Okay.
Which I point out since I made a 17 on my medicine check. There's a bump.
He's just sitting there poking it. It's like, yeah, that's a bump. That's going to hurt. That's going to hurt later.
Should I lance it?
Ouch.
Rude.
It's like this.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll pour a little bit of lay on hands and heal her a bit. I'll put. I don't know. Actually, what do I got left from last time?
I have cure light. Does that work?
If Grinna, if Grinna's with me, please do.
So,
Do you think your tentacles would help?
Put his
Not the
tentacle
Japanese
all over
porn
me.
movie.
no, that's
That's not. No.
Okay, so Grenna, you lean down there next to Sentisha, places your hands on her shoulder, and as you cast your spell.
she actually gets 20 back.
Okay, very good. So
I remember this time.
yeah, so you see the magic enters. And after just a few very, very short moments, you see her eyes flutter open. She doesn't try to rise. She's kind of in a very confused state. But yeah, but you did notice that the knot on her forehead is gone, so you don't have to poke it.
Hold on, you got to get used to being in your skin once again.
Yeah, you can definitely see her eyes sort of dart around, but she doesn't have. It's like she doesn't have full control yet, and yeah.
Okay.
So
Your own human body.
I'm going to shift back over to Kiffy and Yarn. So Kiffy, you finish with your blessings. And the like. Is there anything else you want to try to do?
Once I am sure that Asenath is okay, I want to go back out into the city and see if there are any wounded, or if it was a complete massacre. If there are any wounded, I would like to help with the taking care of them from the attack. But
okay. So what were you doing? Because right now she's still dead. So what were you going to do? I know you said blessings or something like that, but I didn't know what you were planning on doing with that.
I didn't.
You didn't know she was dead. You just
She's
said she was
dead.
dead.
Yeah. When I said that she was cyanotic and pale, she's dead.
Okay.
That's another dead princess you guys have on your hands.
Well, if the DM didn't keep killing them off.
And that
You guys act like it's my fault. What the hell?
It is. Did we SNF is DED dead?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I got rid of the bad magic. You got to do the other part.
All right. I will raise my hammer over her and pray to Fortubo and Moradin, and command her to arise.
Okay, so everybody who is in the room,
Necromancy.
the queen,
Hold on.
yeah,
I have a question real quick.
sure.
Tiffy, are you making a zombie?
No.
Okay.
Bro.
She's gonna turn into a. She's
Those
gonna
are
turn,
Tiffy's exact words.
necromancy
Trust me,
from
bro.
where I'm-
turn into a little
Okay.
zombie. It's messed up. So, yeah. So what ends up happening is you see those who are assembled. You see that the head of the hammer glows that bright silver blue light that you have seen before. It grows extremely bright to a point where people have to avert their eyes, but Kippy does not seem to be affected by it whatsoever. And within just a brief minute, the light fades, and you see that Asenath is taking breaths. She has been restored. She's unconscious, but she is quite alive. The color returns to her face. Her lips are no longer blue. You immediately see the queen she just reaches across, and Kippy, she literally grabs you and pulls you to her and hugs you, and it's like, and she's just
Tiffy,
How's your dislike for elves going?
yeah, I was going to say, Tiffy, you are
Yeah.
badass. You got Fortubo and Moradin to bring back an elf.
Tiffy feels really uncomfortable right now.
yeah. To you, it would be very. It's not something you're not comfortable. You're right. It's.
You could push her away.
Touch.
You could push her away.
Hey,
This
I don't
is
want to
my
go to
window
jail
space.
again.
I don't want to go to. I don't want to go to jail again. Yeah.
These are my private parts. Private parts.
Yeah. Show me on this doll where the elf touched you.
Hey, wait a minute. Those are my jokes.
Well, you run off.
You're not here. Oh, there you are.
Okay, so everybody's been asking me. He bought a 2020 Mazda CX-30.
Okay.
Oh.
There are so many better.
So you get a little, yeah, a little trucky thing.
Okay. So.
Crossover.
So this is good. So I'm going to once again pivot back down to the rest of the party who is downstairs. So only after about 2 or 3 minutes, you see that Santaisha has actually now has complete control over her body. As I had described to you guys before, the Santaisha that you all knew usually had, she was always, it just seemed very angry. Her face always portrayed this just absolute dislike, anger. But this is a different face. She is, it looks as though she is completely at peace. She looks happy. And so she starts to talk to you all, and she says, thank you for bringing me here. I don't remember you.
Do you remember our voices from the tower?
She was, you gave me the wine. I remember you. Yes, you gave me the wine.
It's a new beginning.
Yeah, and so you can see Shira is just, she's just so excited. She's got her hands like just clasped, like, oh, this is, and Santaisha looks over.
I look Shira. And I think your mom would like to know. I look at Shira and says, I think the queen would like to know.
Of course. You just see Shira reaches down and takes Santaisha's hand, and she says, you are different. You're home. And she just says, I have to go tell your mother. But you see this, Santaisha looks and says, grandmother, oh my gosh, it's been so long since I've seen you. How long has it been? And then Santaisha looks in and says, it's been close to almost 100 years. She just doesn't have that concept of time. And you just see Santaisha just kind of just relaxes back on the bed, just kind of processing what she has just been told. Shira leaves quickly and heads back upstairs into the castle. She breezes into the room where you guys are at with Asenath. Asenath is finally awake. Like I said, her color has returned. She looks around very quickly and sees her mother. Mother's holding her hand and says, I think I fell asleep during the execution. Is she gone? And right about that time, Shira walks in and says, Yolanda, you may need to come downstairs. Yolanda just looks at her like, what's happened? And Shira just says, you need to come. So the queen looks over at you, Kiffy, and looks at you, Yarn, and says, I feel that she is in good hands with you. I will return. You can see that Asenath is a little concerned because her mother did not answer the question. And as you guys remember, Asenath was treated very poorly by Santaisha. Tortured Asenath. So you can definitely see that there is some concern on her, but she is still too weak to rise. Couple of minutes pass, guys, and the ones who are downstairs with Santaisha, you see the queen approach with Shira. And of course,
let's give them a moment.
Yeah. So you guys kind of stand back and move. Kiffy, you're upstairs, but as you all are still talking with Asenath, trying to calm her, you see there's a knock at the door, and in walks Morris Ivy. And right behind him is Aravistorax. She bends and walks under the door because she's so tall. And Morris Ivy looks around and says, what happened here?
Kiffy and I were able to... Kiffy and I were able to remove...
Your microphone is cutting out. Damn you!
Yeah, I'm going to give all the credit to Fortugo and Mordenton.
He says, another hug?
I said, Master Kiffy and I were able to remove the curse.
Well, this is good. I can see that she's awake. This is wonderful. I had been away for some time. He looks at you, Yarn, and says, you do realize that you all are running out of time. and that is why she is here, as he looks over at Aravistrax.
Have you ever heard of cat?
I'm a third generation cat hoarder.
Oh,
Doing side quests.
I am aware of the timeline. However, I can't push everybody in the right direction at the same time.
He says, since you left here, it has been almost close to 3 weeks. That is why I went to go get Aravistrax.
Well,
we
we were in the Feywild. We brought back Sentai,
Kill the demon.
the real.
Good. He says, I will go downstairs and see what that is all about. He looks over at Asenath, and he can see that she's in good hands. And he says, so I guess I'll see for myself. So he walks out. He leaves Aravistrax with you. And she is, I'm so very sorry that I have not been in contact sooner. I have been extremely busy trying to find a more safe haven for my little one. But I am here to help you now. I know that you have to get to the cold lands quickly, and that is why I'm here.
Excellent. Thank you. And I understand that others have lots. All right.
So, the rest of you downstairs, you all see that after a couple of moments, the queen with Shira, they are standing there. Santaisha has kind of propped herself up with some pillows, and it looks as though she's trying to stand up, but her mother just puts her hand out and puts it on her shoulder and tells her no. You can see, though, that everything else around you is it's still a little chaotic, but you can see now that the priest of Celestian has arrived. There are other clerics who have shown up and are trying to help with those who had fallen. It is becoming a little bit more orderly, but it's still quite a depressing situation. The queen looks over at you, Kellex, and says, Lord Kellex, I don't know what to say. I don't know how you and your friends have been able to accomplish once again another miracle for my kingdom. As you know, she's
How is Asenath?
She's alive. Master Kiffy was able to. I don't know how or what he did. I just know that the hammer that he wields has so much power that it can drive death itself away.
He is definitely a true healer among his kind.
He's not just a true healer. He is truly a miracle in dwarven form. I have to say that.
Well, it does our heart good that we are able to return 2 of your daughters to you.
At that mention, you can see just a little bit of sadness crosses her face. But then again, it lightens, and she says, of course. Thank you. And she looks to the rest of you and thanks the rest of you as well. Said, without you, I don't know. With the situation that just 20 minutes ago looked so dire, now there is just a ray of hope and light has fallen upon the kingdom, even amidst this time of despair. So you all are pretty much after Kiffy, you and Yarn, a couple of minutes pass, and the queen once again returns to you. Shira stays with Sentisha. Morzai comes down and is talking. You see him walk out, and he is trying to help direct, aid. Like I said, other clerics have arrived and are trying to help save people. So, Kiffy, you also are able to move around the either the parade grounds or here with this makeshift hospital and do what you can do. What are the rest of you doing with this time?
I'm finding my quarters and going to sleep.
I'm looking for a bag.
Yeah, so I know most of you are probably pretty tapped out. It's been quite a long day, so you're not really too sure how things. You're to a point where you're almost exhausted. It is,
Gentlemen, we need to reconvene in the morning. Go to the cold lake. Good.
I'm assuming we've already spoken with Aristovax as well, so yeah, I agree.
Well, you haven't seen her yet. She was still upstairs.
Yep.
So,
I think we need food.
Food
And
and
beer.
sleep. Yes.
okay. So, I mean, you can either get food here at the castle. You can, of course, also go to the Broken Bow. You can. What would you like to do?
I'm taking a bath because I was inside the demon. Then we can go get food.
Yeah, you kind of look a little gooey. Yeah.
I don't feel right. I'm going to need therapy for years.
Know the feeling.
So after you were able to find some food and find a little bit of time to yourselves, you're sitting around a table inside the castle as the servants bring you food. You hear news of how many had actually fallen and how many had been saved by local clerics. Kiffy eventually walks in, literally just exhausted. Kiffy, you have been. If there was somebody to see or somebody to try to heal or someone to try to I mean, you've already went through your what is it? Gentle repose. You've already used up all the level of spells for those. Some you were able to save, some you were not. It was quite bad. But you all eventually are sitting around a dinner table. Food is there, and it's getting late.
Well, I have a couple things. One, I've never seen a dwarf exhausted. They don't show that. They just drink more beer. The other one of the other things I was curious about. What was that?
He's going to become a legend among the elves.
Only good dwarf.
Yeah. Prince Val, I've noticed he's kind of not been involved here. Please say he was not loaded on one of the wagons and things.
No, he actually had. He was not in town at the time.
Good.
You're not. Yeah. So he was not present.
Hey, it's my drinking buddy. I got to ask. And why are NPCs never on time?
Because they're ran by the DM, and my timing is impeccable.
Yeah, we do all the work, and then la-di-da, here comes this one priest and the head of his little church, and thinks he's going to take over. The dwarf did all the heavy lifting.
As always.
So all of those people that were killed, do we get experience points for those?
No.
Did we kill a
No, you
bloodline?
don't. Wow, you guys just leveled too. Like, wow, that's some selfishness right there. That's a level of selfishness that I'm not even ready for.
That's not
The thing is, you didn't actually kill him, so the demon got the experience.
Yeah,
points.
actually, I did kill him.
What did you do?
Fireball.
I think it's best to shut up.
Okay.
Just saying.
Just saying. Oh boy. Okay. So there's that. So yeah, you all finish eating, and is there anybody else who needed to discuss something, say something, or whatever before you head up and out?
I think at this point we're all exhausted. We're ready for a rest.
I asked for the steward,
Okay.
and I will ask him to. Could he prepare and have some deep winter gear put together for us, as we will probably be leaving in the morning to a place that's cold?
He is like, I'm sure, sir, that we can find suitable clothing for your trip.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Just making sure.
Okay.
Get everything going, even while we're tired. You know, the world doesn't wait.
Sealskin.
That is true. That is true. Alrighty, so you all start to make your way upstairs, and I am going to go ahead and switch over to our map. I know
Roll for initiative.
It's sad when you have to go to a map to go to bed, but surprise, surprise, kids. Okay, so you'll need to find yourself on the map somewhere. Let's see. Kiffy, Yarn, you find your room. Timble, Kelix, you guys are in your...
Yep,
Did everybody find themselves?
I'd have a black screen.
You have a black
Zoom
screen?
out.
Yeah,
Zoom out.
Yeah, you may have to zoom out.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So, like,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
supposed to be completely black now, Brian? Or
What's that?
I don't have any lighting around me. Is it supposed to be completely black right now?
You should have lighting. Let me check and see.
Zoom out, Ed.
Yeah, you have
You gotta
vision.
way out.
Yeah, everybody should
No,
have
I-
vision.
Yeah, I don't have vision. I'm on my character, so
Oh, wow. Yeah, you do not have vision. How is that working? Oh, that doesn't make any sense. Huh.
obviously
I'm
it's
just
not.
Huh. That's weird. Does everybody else have vision?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys were able to find yourselves. And... Okay, yeah, huh. That's really strange. I don't know why that's, yeah, huh.
Tomas has gone blind.
He's gone blind. It's so sad.
Put him out of his misery now or later.
Huh. That is really weird. I don't know why. Okay, well, then I will give you some. Yeah, it says you got vision. I wonder if it's because there's no light in the hallway. Maybe that's the problem. Hold on one moment. I will give you vision. But now you have vision. Now you should have vision. Better have vision. Yeah.
What do you mean by I can?
Okay. Good deal. So yeah, your door is right here on your left. You should be able
My
to.
door. When you say
Yeah.
your,
Yeah. That's Timble's room. That's Yarn's room. Okay. So you
What
open
the
the
hell
door. Okay, so you open the door, and as you open the door, I need you to make a opposing strength check.
All of us?
Nope. No, just Tomas.
25.
So tired
Okay,
of getting
very, very good. Alrighty, so yeah, as you walk into the room, what you see in front of you is kind of disturbing. It looks as though the mushrooms that had started to break down the nightstand have actually taken over the room. As one of them kind of loops out to strike at you. Actually, it's trying to grapple and pull you toward it. It misses and it hits the door. And as it hits the door, it shuts the door. And I need you to roll initiative.
Really quick, does that represent a person standing opposite me on the other opposite door?
Yeah, that's a myconid spawn that is standing there. Yeah.
We're going to jail again.
We're so going to jail. Okay, so let me go over here to let's see. Okay, so Tomas, and let's see if our little buddy here is. Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. Okay, there we go. Initiative.
Hey, Brian, are you showing the map on the stream?
Should be.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not seeing
Okay,
it weird.
so
Okay.
it rolls a 9. So you actually get to go first. But before you do any of this, I need you to make a DC 18 Constitution save.
All right.
Wow.
You got it. You're gonna become one of them.
One of us.
Awesome. Okay, yeah, you did extremely well. So yeah, you were able to fight off the hallucination spores that is pretty much filling the room. And okay. So
I had opened my door and I had said, "What the fuck is that?" when he opened the door, because I saw it looked like large mold in there. And then door shuts, slams, he's in there. Is that what happened? How it transpired from my angle?
yeah, that was it. That was the last thing you saw.
You need white vinegar. Lots of it.
So, yeah, as you're standing in there, you can hear this in your head. You can hear very faintly at first, something is talking to you.
As real quick, you talking to me or Albie? Because Albie was throwing some stuff in there.
Talking
If it's me.
to you.
Okay,
Tomas.
so he's talking. What? Somebody's talking to me, man. Oh well. Oh, takes a big old huff and puffs his chest up after snorting some mushroom spores and rolling his 20. What's it saying?
Tomas, you must join the hive mind.
Holy starcraft, Batman!
Oh,
Thank you for bringing us to the material plane. You shall be rewarded for your efforts. But first, we must assimilate all into the hive mind.
we're gonna be 7 of 9.
That is what you hear.
I do not want to see him in that cat suit thing she wore. No. No uniform like that. Nope.
Hold on a second. Yeah, let's see. Oh, let's see what spells do I have available. It's the highest I got. All right. What if I choose not to join? Why can't you join me? Together we could work. I could be your agent like this guy over here and expand us covertly throughout the realms.
Could you go a little more Shatner on us?
No, he still has his clothes on. He's good.
I don't know, it sounds like he wants to be a shroom pimp.
I'm sorry, Tomas. That is not how this works.
Can we get him a Huggy Bear hat?
Big feather.
Do I feel like the voices are coming from the pile or from the myconid spawn?
You believe it's coming from the pile. The myconid spawn is there, and it looks as though it is waiting for either a positive or a negative response from you. It is obviously under the control of the hive spore mind.
Okay. How much damage does this do? Sorry. I don't know. I don't really work well in groups. And so this whole hive mind thing, I don't think it's going to work for me. But I appreciate the offer.
We're sad to hear that. Maybe what you should do is call your friends. Maybe they will be more attuned to our desires.
Can you repeat that? Because the voice dragged from my body up.
Maybe you should call your friends. Maybe they will be more useful for our desires.
Yeah, I kind of don't think that's going to happen.
You stood up for us. Wow.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking at a spell.
It won't happen again for a while.
Hey, Brian. Who's next door to me on the right?
Next door to the right is Kellex. If you're facing the hallway like you're doing right now, on the right is Kellex, on the left is Yarn. Okay, so whose door are you knocking on?
Left is Sinister. I'm going Dexter.
Okay. So you got to remember, you can't hear any of these things that are going on in his room. All you saw was the door closed. You have heard nothing.
I heard a slam, and I did see large mounds of mushrooms. And that the cleaning lady should have checked, is all I'm saying.
Maybe the cleaning lady's missing. The cleaning lady has been assimilated. You do know, Ed, that you asked for this.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to deal with it. So, are you sure I can't persuade us to work together? I mean, I'm pretty well known. I could get us, if we work together, all throughout the realms. Yeah, he ain't listening. That's a 19.
I would rather you just call your friends. I'm sure one of them will be more than happy to help us with our solution.
I gotcha. Understood. Well, let me ring this little bell for them, and they'll come running. And at that point, I cast the spell Shatter at 6th level, 10-foot radius sphere.
Okay. Where are you putting it?
10-foot sphere. That's pretty much the room, isn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty much the room.
Yeah. I'm gonna drop it all on the mushroom cloud. I can take care of the spawn here in a second. So
Okay, cool. Alrighty, so you cast this. The window over here literally blows out. I need everybody to make a perception check with advantage because you just heard a pretty horrendous racket right next door to you. So, now, of course, if any of you might have already be asleep, if somebody rolls a 1, that means you've passed out. Nobody should be rolling a 1. Now, remember, you haven't had a long rest or anything. This is once again more fun.
Yep. It's a brand new spell because I leveled up and picked up a new spell, so I'm just going to throw it at the highest level I can. They got a DC 15 Constitution save.
Okay, DC Constitution save. Let's see.
Dexterity?
Wow.
18?
Faye, my coned sovereign.
All right, so it takes half damage to start at 11.
Okay. So so at 11? Cool.
At 11, they take 11 points of damage. Yeah, the mushroom mess.
Yes. Nice. Okay. I'm liking it.
Dun 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 dun.
And it's
I'm loving it.
60. Okay, cool. All right. Awesome. Okay. So I need everybody else to click on their tokens and add yourself to the initiative. For the
And I'm going to use a second wind as a bonus action,
okay.
and I'm going to step past. I'm going to take why is that not moving? A little bit of
I
lag.
like how you assume we're all just going to come to his aid.
Well,
Grin
you don't know
I'm
what
tired for this shit.
Grin is over there going, no, he's in there fucking around. Fuck that guy.
I'm going to throw that suit of armor in the middle of the pile of mushroom as well.
Okay, it's a statue. It's not armor. It's just a big old statue that's attached there. So
Okay. Hold on. Is there anything metal? Is there anything metal around the room?
right behind you is pretty much it's a candle stand, and
Even better. Candelabra. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to toss that on. I'm going to toss that on the creature
Okay.
or on the mound.
You don't have to do this. You know that you can just join the hive mind. We would love to have you. You can just lay your defenses down. You don't have to continue this violence.
Are you sure? I mean, what happens when I join the hive mind? I'm stalling, by the way.
What'll happen to you? Well, then you'll join the collective. And when you join the collective, you will become one. And you shall rule this world.
Does that mean I'd have to start singing "We Are the Champions" all the time? Because I don't like that song. I think Queen's incredibly overrated.
It saddens me that you're not willing to acquiesce to our request. And we're going to have to kill you now. So, anything else that you were going to do before this happens?
I'm going to cast heat metal on the candelabra that's on him.
Okay.
So they'll just keep taking damage and burning.
Cool. Alrighty. Okay. So it is going to keep burning. This one is going to take a 5-foot step forward, and he is going to attack you with his fists.
Okay, hold on. Let me get some damage going on the heat metal first, really quick. Casting it at 4th level. I've got one 4th level left.
Okay.
No save.
Okay.
Woo!
So 16?
Yep.
Cool.
and that'll continue going.
Nice.
Up. My bad. I was trying to get the spell to pop up in the window for you, so just so you can cap it, but ignore that. So
Right. Okay. First attack with its fists is a 13. It's going to miss. And the second attack is going to be a 23.
does not hit.
Okay. Very, 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 very good. Alrighty. It is now going to try to... you need to make a DC 18 Constitution save. It's going to try
Do I get advantage because I've been injecting myself with their spores for a while?
These are different types of spores. These are pacifications.
Ah, damn it.
Haha.
Constitution coming at you.
All right.
20.
Right. Yeah, you just needed an 18, so you were able to shrug off the stunned effect. Yeah, that's great. That is good. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and we are going to go in descending order. And we're at the top of the order now and starting with Timble. So Timble, you had... whose room did you go to?
Killix.
Okay, so you were... Okay, so you were like right here. Kellix is over here. Didn't mean to lock the door on you, Kellix. That would have been terrible. Kellix has been locked inside of his room. So that is where you start. So what are you doing? It is your turn. All you heard was, as you were down talking with Kellix, you hear this horrendous crash, and you both kind of look down the hallway going, whoa, that was bad. So what are you doing?
I'm telling him about the large mounds of mushrooms that were in there, and the fact that someone slammed the door on him, keeping him in the room. Yeah, I don't know what we want to do here.
Have you heard anything else besides the slam?
Well, that
He just walks. He walks over and knocks on the door. Tomas.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah. So go ahead and place your. You and Timble can place your tokens by the door.
I can't see anything in the hallway, Brian. Sorry, I can see in my room. But I can't
You can't see anything in the hallway. Okay, hold tight.
Oh.
Yeah, there must not be any light in the hallway. My fault. Damn, isn't that just terrible? Okay. Yeah, everybody else may also have that same issue. Totally my fault. Okay, can you see now? You should be able to see now.
Yep, I can see. Thank you.
Okay, cool. So, Tomas, you hear Kellix outside yelling. He's like, "Are you okay?"
Recognizing that this is the first technique in medical and military first aid. Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? I'm going to say,
No!
Shrooms, they walk.
I'll try to open the door.
Okay, so you open the door, and as you do so, you realize that you're hitting up against something. The door doesn't open towards you; it opens in towards the room. So you realize that it's hitting up against something, but you don't know what that is. I mean, you can
Tomas, unlock the door. There's something in the way. All right, I'm going to try to shove it open if he's...
Okay, so Kellix, we're going to consider this your action turn.
Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, if it's Timble still... Oh, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, it's still Timble's. But yeah, I mean, if Timble wants to try to do something, Timble, what would you like to try? If you can. Or you can hold your action.
I would like to try Yarn. He's good at cleansing areas with fire.
with fire. Okay, so you're going to walk down and pound on his door and get his attention to come and help. Okay, cool. Alrighty, that's fine. So, Tomas, it is your turn.
All right. So first off, they take another round of damage. The pile of crud.
Okay.
So,
These were your friends that you saved from the Feywild.
I know they're wanting me to assimilate. Everybody knows I'm not a team player. 19 points.
Okay.
And with that, how far gone is the myconid hybrid? Is he like totally covered with fungus and it's completely obvious he's dead? Or is there a chance he can be saved? Nah,
No.
I don't know.
What the fuck are you talking about?
All right, so.
Big giggle.
All right, well, I don't think I'm in that bad a fate there yet, so let's do. Best I can do an action surge. Combat's per. All right, I'm going to, since the thing in the middle is already taking damage, starting to burn. I'm going to go ahead and attack the myconid creature, or the whatever we're calling him, the myconid hybrid.
It's a Fey Myconid Sovereign.
Oh, great. I'm going to assume an 18 doesn't hit. So.
An 18 will not hit it. Sorry.
All right, for my second attack.
A 26 will, though.
Right. Splitch.
Okay, so
And-
15?
Yep.
Nice.
And then I'm going to. I am going to. Look at my superiority dice. We were coming out of combat, so I haven't rested. So I've got a bunch of stuff that I want to use, but I can't. So. Yeah, I'm going to action surge and kill him again, and hit him again.
Okay.
28.
That'll hit.
Ugh, shit, damn it, Joe.
With a lemon? Okay. Cool. Alrighty.
God, this just tastes like dill pickle fucking cider or something.
Why don't you go get you some real beer?
That's exactly what I need.
Are you done?
I am done. Sorry.
Okay, Kellex, it is your turn.
All right, so obviously I'm kind of listening at the door, and then I
Yes.
hear the sounds of battle. Yes.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to try to force open the door.
Okay, I need you to make a strength check.
23.
23.
Wow, I thought you said 43. I was quite what?
Okay, so what happens is you are able to force the Myconid Sovereign 5 feet, and you are now on the other side of the door, which is now open, and you are here. What you see in front of what you see in front of you is a myconid that looks very it looks very extremely angry, but behind it is this just gigantic mound of fungal material, and I need you to make a DC 18 Constitution save.
So is this like a charm effect?
No, it is not a charm effect.
Okay. I was kind of hoping my aura of devotion would save me from it, but here we go.
Sorry.
You want me to do a Constitution save? Yeah.
Yep. And you need 18 and 15.
I got a 15.
Okay, cool. Okay. Alrighty. So that's beautiful. So you now you've been hit with hallucination spores. They might eject spores at you within 5 feet. The target must exceed what you didn't, and you're poisoned for 1 minute. So you're going to be under these hallucinations for a minute. The poison target is incapacitated while it hallucinates. The target can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns in the effect on itself on a success.
Hold on for a minute.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, Brian. Actually, I forgot to add my +3 because my Aurora protection, so I did get an 18.
Oh, well, lucky you. Okay. Yeah, you guys
I'm
got
glad
to remember these things, so I don't have to sit here and look
your
like an idiot.
Know your character.
Oh, your character. Yep.
Okay. Very good. Alrighty, so that is what you see. Now, you've already taken one action by bashing the door in. So you can still move. You can still take whatever's left of your movement, and you have your actual actions. So, what are left of your actions?
Well, if I could still do an attack action. Yes.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, because I have two. I just want to make sure. I'm going to. Well, I guess do what I do best and swing my holy sword.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this thing's not considered undead, right? It's a.
Nope.
It's.
It's
I just want to make sure.
It's a plant.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know if it had like. I know there's a. I think it's in the new characters. Like there's a spore druid, and they can do something that's kind of considered undead.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't. Okay, but yep, that's different. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to attack.
Okay. As you're making your attack, you hear in your head, Kellex, perfect. You need to join the hive mind, Kellex. You need to join us.
Resistance is not futile, and I swing.
Okay.
A 33.
Damn. Yeah, that'll hit.
That's a
All
no. Slap.
All right. That's my first. Okay, so that's 15 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then I don't even know what spells. What spells do I got left? Actually, hold on for a minute.
Yeah, we're all doing that.
Okay, I actually do have 1 5th level. No, I can't use a 5th level spell. It can't be higher than 4th. So, all right, I got a 3rd level spell slot. So I'm going to use. Here we go.
Is that dark tentacle thing a presence in your head? Because then, you've got 2 in your head. Can he give you advantage also in that roll?
Are you saying he's going to give me a help action?
Yeah.
All right, it would be nice, wouldn't it? All right, so I'm gonna. Here's the. Okay, so it's not undead. Actually, hold on for a minute. Can't remember. It's been a while. Fiend. Okay, so it doesn't. I don't actually. The sword doesn't give it radiant damage because it's not undead.
Right.
So all right. So I'm gonna give it. Sorry. All right. So 1.
Ooh. Okay.
4. All right.
Jeez.
Yeah. Oh God.
Those were terrible.
So yeah. So I have the approved divine smite. So I'm using it. So I get the normal roll, and then of course, then at the 3rd level, it's. Yeah, but that's horrible.
Yeah, those are bad rolls.
Erroneous does not have a thing against mushrooms.
Yeah, apparently. So yeah, only 23 points of damage. That sucks.
Okay. So it was the 15 plus the other 7 or 8. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and I still get my bonus action, so I'm going to do at least a push. I'm going to shove it back, but can I shove it back? No, I can't.
Well,
It's got something behind it. So.
with your last hit, you actually kill it. How do you finish it?
Oh.
So yeah, I come in and I can feel it almost trying to take me over because I just barely made that roll, and then I just lash out and just whop off its head.
Okay. So very good. So it is gone.
And then I look at Tomas. And said, "What in the nine abysses?"
I'm going to move him over here so I can.
Well, did you ever leave a sandwich on your nightstand?
Oh God!
And you get this mold on
it. Obviously, you left more than just a sandwich on your nightstand.
I don't want to know what he did with the sandwich.
Okay.
Is that the only one?
Is it still talking to us, Brian?
Oh yeah. Yes, it is still talking to you.
Keep fighting the sandwich.
It's obviously it's. What are you saying? There's another one in here?
This thing's talking.
Can I hear it too?
You made it to two.
You
There's
think
not one now. There's two.
you think you have destroyed us, but that is not true.
Oh shit! Yarn! We need fire. And that's the first time Kelly has even ever asked for that.
So Kelix, are you finished with your?
You know what? I'm gonna see if I can grab Tomas, and we're gonna go out this door and slam the door shut.
Okay.
Tomas, come on. Let's contain this thing.
I think that would be your next action after that, because you did a move action to come in.
Yep.
Your attack actions, so then you'd have to grab me, which would be since I'm not paying attention to you unopposed.
Yeah, I think you would be able to move and leave, but you would not be able to take Tomas with you. But you can leave Tomas in there. He loves it.
I know. I'm not gonna leave him in there. You know, if he's not paying attention and I can't get him, I'm not gonna leave him. So, all right, I'm done.
The dulcet tones of the hive mind are probing his brain even as you speak.
You're being probed, huh? How's that feel, Ed?
Well, it's better than the duck walk I had to do at Mets.
So, Grinna, Grinna, you have been able to hear all of this combat going on. I don't know if she can see me or not.
Not here. She
Oh.
ran off.
Well,
Now she's back.
Oh, look at that. Grinna's back.
It's your turn.
So Grinna, it's your turn. You can hear a combat going on next door, but you're not sure what's happening.
Hey.
Talking to the microphone.
I guess I'll go see what they're doing. Although my door is locked. Oh, there it goes.
Can you see into the hallway, or do I have to fix you?
No,
unlike the rest of them, I have vision.
Okay, so Grinna, as you come down the hallway, you look over and you're looking just past Kelix, and you can just see this a gigantic mound of mushrooms are in there, and yeah. So you're like, oh boy.
What did you do?
Do you really want to know?
No! I like living in my PG world.
So what is it that you want to do? Right now, your view is kind of blocked by Kelix. Kelix, if you wanted to, I mean, you could take, because you still had movement, if you wanted to move aside, you could. I mean, I'll let you get away with that, so that you could get Grenna to come in if she wants to come in. She may just be like, nope.
I'm going to bed. You guys are handle this.
This looks like a problem that was created by Tomas.
So combat.
Yep.
I guess I assume the mushroom is bad.
Yep.
Mushroom's bad.
Did you bring some butter, balsamic vinaigrette, and iron pan?
17 hit.
The 17 will not hit. Are you trying to shoot at it?
No, I shot firebolts.
Okay, yeah, it won't hit. Sorry.
What was your action?
Huh?
What was your action?
I have 2 actions. Thank
Do
you very
you?
much. Where have you
How
been?
come I don't
have
get 2 actions?
Because you're a wizard. How about a 28? 28 hit.
That'll hit.
Good. Wow.
So you did 16 points of damage?
Yep.
Nice.
I'm going to keep my happy butt right here. I'm good.
Okay. That's really good. Okay. So Grenna, as you release you were using a firebolt?
Yes.
Okay, so combined with the heat metal that Tomas had placed on the candelabra that he threw at it, how do you finish this creature?
Sauteed butter.
Arrow hits it, and then it explodes in a rain of a poof pot. See the push me.
Yeah.
He makes it go poof.
Yep. Now,
So as it bursts into flames and disperses, you hear it scream out, "We will return. We will return because we are now living inside Tomas's and Kellick's heads."
all right. Is it dead?
It's dead.
Well, wouldn't they
Anything
be
else in
inside
the room?
Brenna's head too?
No, she didn't step inside the room.
Ah,
But that's
Anything
all.
else?
Yeah, that's all you hear.
Is there
No,
anything else dangerous in the room?
not that you can see.
Okay, I'm going to bed.
Okay.
I think Felix has got enough people in his head right now. He doesn't need some shroom.
It's the Shroom of Doom.
okay.
Okay.
I can't believe we wasted 45 minutes on Tomas's stupidity.
I can. It's
Tomas goes over and says,
I mean,
"You're
we've
in
had
my
a
head,"
wedding.
and he carves off a piece of the mushroom. Goes, "Now you're in my belly," and he eats one of the chunks of the mushroom.
There's no reply to your action. So, all right.
I did a really shitty history check. And I'm like, he probably doesn't understand that it's not like memory moss or something like that where he's going to gain access to it. So
True. Okay, so actually, this is a really good spot to take our session break. And so we're going to do a 5-minute, and then we will come back. I guess you guys are going to go ahead and try to do your long rest.
Yes.
Okay, so
Hopefully.
go ahead and mark that as your long rest. And then when we come back, we will continue on. So everybody who's watching at home, just hang tight. We're taking a 5-minute session break, and then we shall return.
dun, 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 long rest.
Tomas, what?
I didn't do anything wrong.
You ever take environmental science? You don't ever. Were you ever a scout? You don't bring anything on the trail.
Bushmeat, man. Bushmeat.
No, you take nothing but pictures and leave nothing but print.
Yep, there you go.
What are you
You don't
talking
even
about?
throw your
I'm gonna call up
garbage,
the
like
person
your
and see
apple
if they want to cook it.
cores and banana peels. You don't throw because they're
Oh,
not native to the area.
I think that I'll grab somebody's attention and say that room needs cleaned up. And Tommy, you're not sleeping with me. I go into my door and I lock it. You hear click, click, ching, ching, that whole thing.
You stuff some rags in the crack of the door.
What's wrong with you? I'm going to bed. I'm out of here. Now I got to go watch that movie. Dang it.
No. Mushrooms. And then mushroom.
I got summoned for jury duty on Monday. You think they'll take me?
You know, I was called for jury duty. I put in for a sub and everything. I was super excited. I wanted to do it. And then they
Just
Are
wear
you
a
going to go in with an attitude, or are you going to try and make the jury? That's always
I
the
wanted to
question.
make the jury.
Just gonna go in there and be honest or whatever.
Yeah, the 2 times I've been called up, I got nothing. I just went in with a hat, and some reason they're supposed to dislike that. A good T-shirt that says something mildly offensive, and you're good.
Mm.
See, I
Russell
would
has an
purposely go out
Alcatraz
and buy a BLM shirt just to get on jury duty.
Well, I live in the redneck suburbs, so things are different here.
Well, that's
Crow
funny
calls
you
fine.
mention that, Mike. Steph and I are looking to make a trip back to Indiana because we're thinking about rebounding there and retiring in a few years. Live out in the country, be away from people, be away from the influences of Richmond.
Hey, if you move to Muncie, they'll pay you to move there.
Is that one of the towns doing that?
Yeah.
How much?
It's
I don't know. It doesn't have to be a lot to move to Muncie, but you know.
Well,
I mean, is it like they're going to give you a free coupon to something? You know.
If it's like some of the ones here in West Virginia does it, you get $5,000. You get all these, like, it's like a coupon book, so you're probably free pass to all the Indiana parks or something like that for a couple of years. You get to meet the mayor of your town. They'll take you out to dinner. They're really trying to wine and dine. The problem is they don't want to take retirees. They want to take people that are coming and bring income into their area. Remote workers.
Well, that's sensible.
there's always Portugal.
Well,
There's so many Portuguese there, though.
No, I want to do one of the Scottish ones where they have a house on a freaking island by yourself.
I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Ireland has, I guess, in the west, the same sort of distance and all of that. Yeah.
Didn't they fill that country with Africans already?
Okay.
Damn.
Damn. Okay, that was something to come back to. Okay, welcome back, everybody, to episode 65. Thanks.
Thanks, Mike.
We're up strong. Yeah.
Okay,
Lordy.
so you were able to rest, take a nice long rest. Tomas, your room was kind of messed up a little bit. Like I said, the wind of the window that you blew out with your shatter, of course, could not be replaced quickly. So the rest of the room looks very disheveled, and there's still kind of burning chunks of
the smell
might.
outside.
So yeah, but everybody got a nice long rest, which you definitely needed.
Out of the mushroom pile, I rolled a 14 nature. What's my yield?
Well, okay, what are you trying to do to it? You trying to save some of it?
Salvage it to eat.
Okay. Yeah, you were able to salvage about 15 pounds of like myconid mushroom material.
Hold on.
Can I just say, that's the fire?
No, I'm going to send it down to the kitchen. With explicit instructions that they need to cook thoroughly.
I like sauteed mushrooms. I will have some of that. Mm-hmm.
No. If I will, I don't know if Sir Tomas has done it yet, but when I find one of the staff or somebody, I will tell them that they may need to find Mora's Ivy or somebody who can maybe clean up in there. It's going to take more than just some wash rags in a bucket.
We flew out a window.
Other question: what time of day is it, bro? When we kind of wrapped up.
Okay, so it's after your long rest. It is morning, so you're looking at right around probably about an hour after dawn. So it's still pretty early.
Breakfast.
So with my blown out window, the sunlight's coming in and landing light on where the mushroom was.
Right.
Did you see the size of that, Ed? You slept in that room?
He didn't care.
Oh, I don't know. Let me see if I slept in that room.
Did you sleep on the floor outside?
Yep, I slept in there. Tomas isn't quite sure if, as I've been making will saves throughout all this on my own for his multiple psychoses that we've discussed throughout the game. He's still not quite sure. He's debating. But they were in my room. I had to kill them. And what about Button?
Oh, who?
Button.
His little friend.
Yeah, his little friend. Well, see, you got to understand Button and was it Morel, the two that you have with you, were kind of the progenitors of that monstrosity. So, that's a problem that you're going to have to face.
Gotcha.
Cooks again.
Gotcha. Well,
Cooking staff.
let's see. Let me do something here.
I guess we make our way down to the.
Yeah.
For
So
breakfast.
yeah, as you start to make your way downstairs to the kitchens and things like that, you can see that there are people, servants going around. You see that there's a table that has already been set for you all. After a few moments, you're seated. The servants come and they bring the food and you sit. And no one bothers you, but they make sure that your goblets are full of drink and there's plenty of food on the table. You don't see any of the royal family here, but after a while, you do see Moore's Ivy walks in and pulls up a chair next to Yarn, and he says, "Good morning."
Can you prove that statement?
Is it good for you? Good for me?
Well, I don't know about that, but It's good that you all are here.
Indeed.
So I heard there was a calamity last night up on your hall.
Just
And
an
just
attack.
everybody turns their head and looks at Tomas.
Just an attack of dumbass.
Says,
How do the princesses fare? Are they doing well?
it seems that they both rested quite well last night. I did not hear of any complications or complaints, so this is good.
Have they checked on them this morning?
Yes, I actually just came from there. I saw that
Wonderful.
saw that Asenath was still asleep, but I could see that she was resting easy. Santaisha was actually servants were already attending to her to get her dressed. I believe she'll probably be here probably within the next 15 minutes.
It was good to hear.
Wonderful. Yeah.
So he says, as he reaches over and starts to pile some food onto his plate, it's like, so I think that your time with us is going to be quite short indeed. I talked with Aravistarax this morning, and she is ready to help you make it to the Cold Lands. I think
Very good.
it is possibly the proper time.
Pastime.
What, you don't want any more
Oh,
windows?
come on, Yarn. It's all about timing, right? You just can't get there well ahead of time.
A wizard arrives exactly when he intended.
That's why we're getting there when we get there.
Oh,
So it's the wizard's fault.
As Tomas is sitting there, he orders some chicken broth, and he had a moral dilemma that I just resolved. Morally, I feel fine as I drop Button and Morel into the chicken broth and cook them, because this is going to, I find this as part of survival, balance, and honor. I did a random roll on an alignment table, and I see this as restoring order and balance after being attacked. I've totally gone all in, trying to help these guys, so I'm dropping them in the hot broth, and I'm going to eat them after they cook for a while.
So yeah, as you drop them into the broth, they're rapport spores that have been able to contact you. You can hear their tiny little myconid screams as they are quickly overcome by the heat of the broth.
Stir it around a little bit and numbing them down. And I find that well within my alignment stance of lawful neutral.
Okay. Well, and there you have it. And there is where there is where our mushroom mayhem comes to a close.
Do I get bonus experience points for killing an endangered species now?
Well, they're not really. I mean, they were one of a kind here. The type that you have because you brought them from the Feywild. I don't really know. I mean, it wasn't like they put up much of a fight. You just kind of put them in the broth. So I don't know about that. That was good though. That was funny. Okay. So as you all are just getting ready to you're finishing up, you see Santaisha enter the room. She is wearing more fitting sort of clothes, not the dirty dress that she was wearing yesterday. What she is wearing now is more like a robe. It looks as though someone has taken some time to help her with her hair, which is like a platinum sort of silver. She immediately walks over and takes a seat next to Kiffy and Grenna and just looks at you all and says, "Good morning.
Good morning
Okay.
to you, young.
I take it you all had a restful evening?
We had an evening.
No,
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
someone left
Nothing else.
a sandwich on their nightstand, and it festered.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. So I guess you were able to throw it out. I'm sure there were. I'm sure there were servants
little
who
hint.
could have done that for you.
At this point, you hear Tomas do like a big slurpee out of his soup.
Help
I
us!
just
Help
over
us!
over the next week or two, pass on anything that has mushroom.
I'll take that under advisement. Thank you. She grabs some food. You can see it looks like she's starved because she's just like piling stuff onto her plate, and she kind of just looks around at the rest of you as you are watching her pile her plate, and she gets a little self-conscious. Is like, oh, okay, maybe I'm just getting a little ahead of myself. So sorry.
No need. It's good to see that you're feeling better.
I am. Thank you. And again, thank you also very much for coming to free me from that tower. I owe you just an unmeasurable debt to return me home. You hear the door open into the hall, and you see Asenath, who looks not as put together as Sentisha. Her hair is all tasseled and just all over the place. She too is wearing looks more like just a really simple robe, but it is quite it's not like peasant wear, but it's a little bit more simpler. And as soon as she walks in and sees Sentisha, she immediately freezes. And you can just see just absolute just terror just cross her face. And she's...
Have you not met your sister? It's been a while since you've seen her. The real her.
She doesn't understand what you're saying. It's not computing. You can see she's...
I'll get up and walk over to her.
Okay, she stops, but you can see that it's like a deer caught in headlights sort of situation.
I'll comfort her and say, "You've not talked to your sister in 100 years."
She says,
It was the hag that was torturing. It's not. No.
At
That's
this time,
the shell that was inhabited by the hag. Your sister is in there now. She is back to herself.
So you see Sentisha sort of just move her chair
And we're
up a
here to
little
help
bit,
you if anything happens.
and she stands up. She quickly takes like a biscuit with some gravy and crams it in her mouth. She was like right in the middle of a bite, and she turns and looks at Asenath, and you could just see that of course Sentisha does not know Asenath. She was not around. So to see this little elven to see this little elven princess in front of her she also doesn't really know how to react. Because remember, the only person she ever actually knew, sibling she knew, was Val, who unfortunately has been absent during this time. But so they just stare at each other for a good long minute. And
Ding ding! In this corner, we have.
I will grab a hold of Asenath's hand to give her comfort and try to reinforce her that we're here.
So as you see Sentisha just kind of like wipe the crumbs off of her, and she gives like a very little smile, and then you see Asenath pick up on the smile, And she looks at you, Timble, and she says, Sintaisha never smiles. Why?
Yes, she.
And as Sintaisha hears that, she looks up and just puts on this very wide smile. And Asenath just starts to slowly walk towards her. And eventually they are like right next to each other. And Sintaisha gets down on one knee because Asenath is so small. And she says to her, I was told that I was very cruel to you. But you have to believe me when I say that I am not that person. And I will do everything I can to make it up to you. Again, I am very, very sorry. And you see Sintaisha just reach out very, very quickly and grab Asenath and just pull her in. And of course, Asenath is just, again, still like, uh-oh, something's happening. But, it's that deer caught in headlights. But eventually she relaxes once she realizes she's not in any danger. And they kind of pull away for a moment as Sintaisha reaches back and grabs a biscuit and hands it to Asenath. And you see that there is a softening of the tension. And so Sintaisha stands back up and pulls the chair out next to her and offers it to Asenath. And they both sit down and eat and talk. And Lord Ivy looks over at you, Yarn, and says, well, Master Yarn, I think it's time.
I've been ready to go for 6 months.
The boy is following other things that we need to do.
All right, how are we doing this?
He says,
Oh,
well,
dragon.
I know that Aravistrax is waiting outside in the courtyard. If you have all of your things packed and ready, if you need time, it's fine. But I think you getting to the Cold Lands is of utmost importance. I think you are definitely running out of time.
I don't. While I understand your sense of urgency, and I have it too, I am almost sure that we will make it.
So this time the Queen walks in, and you can see that she has a small backpack and some another small bag. And she looks over at Asenath and says, Asenath, dear, you need to prepare. You need to pack your things. I've done some of your packing for you. But you have to go with Master Timble and Lord Calyx. This is the prophecy. This is your destiny. And you can see that she is almost on the verge of tears. Sintaisha stands up and helps Asenath off the chair, and she looks down at her and says, I wish I could go with you, but I was told that this is your future. And Asenath just says, it is, and I understand it. And she looks over at you, Timble, and she reaches her hand out to you. And
I'll take her hand, and I'm going to look at her and go, I think we need to get a bow and some arrows, don't we?
She says, I have those upstairs in my room. I'll go get them. So as she kind of walks past her mom kind of grabs her real quick and puts the here, take these clothes, put them on. You can't wear that to where you're going. And hands her backpack that has some items in it. You can already see Sintaisha is. It looks like she's a little upset at this. This was not what she was expecting. I mean, she knew about the prophecy. Her mother told her about it last night, but she did not realize that it was coming so quickly.
The world does
Don't
not
worry,
wait.
Your Majesty, Your Highness. We'll make sure she is safe.
Sintaisha reaches into a pocket and says, Lord Calyx, will you take this stone with you? If you should ever need something, I believe that we might be able to help you in some way. I don't know. All you have to do is just strike this on the ground. It will activate it, and then you can talk to us if need be.
Is it only a one-time use?
Unfortunately, it is.
So in
Don't give it
time
to
of great
Tom.
need.
Don't give it to Tomas. So as
Thank you.
everybody stands up, there's a lot of hugs and things of that nature. The Queen comes over and actually actually hugs every one of you. Says thank you again for returning my daughter to me. Please
I bet
watch
Kippy's
out.
like that.
Yeah. He's like Kippy's like in the back, like walking backwards, like looking for a bush to disappear into. But she comes to you, Calyx, and she says, "Please look after Asenath. I know that this is important because if we do not allow this to occur, it has been said that there are more horrors to come if this does not come true."
Your Majesty, you have my word.
You had the wrong thought process. This will come true.
She just looks over at you, Yarn. Says, "Yes, I have faith that
Good
this is true."
meditation.
So, after about 20 minutes, Asenath comes back in. She is completely dressed. She is wearing leathers. She has her backpack. She has her bow. She has a quiver with 15 arrows in it. And she is wearing a leather helm. You do not see anything that belies her rank or station. Everything looks very functional.
Neutral.
Yes, very neutral, very plain. She walks up and says, "Well, I think I'm ready." And you guys have all of your equipment and everything, and Morris Ivy leads you out to the courtyard. And there, standing in the courtyard, is Aravistrax in her dragon form. She turns her head very, as you all walk out, turns to look at you, and she says, "So, once again, you get to ride the dragon."
Seeing you in your true form is always awe.
She, even in her dragon form, she gives a slight upturned. The corners of her mouth are upturned in a smile, and she says, "Well, we have no time to waste." And
Awesome.
yeah,
Take me home, dragon lady.
And thank you for your help once again.
she says, "Of course." And so you all scramble up one of her wings, and so everybody is sitting on her back.
Before she takes off, I say, it's probably not a good idea to land in Kraken.
Her neck turns and she faces you. Said, "Of course, I've learned from traveling to Enstad and Pelik that it's probably better to land a couple of miles out." And her wings beat the air, and soon you lift from the ground below
You
you.
did get a chance to change.
What's that?
What?
We did get a chance to change into the winter gear, right?
Yes. Yeah. You have all of your stuff with you.
Well, with us and on us.
Yes.
That's different. So,
So, yeah.
did you come from a land of snow and ice?
Come from the land of ice and snow. Sorry.
I turned that around for a reason.
Midnight Sun.
Would you? How are we going to get a couple miles into town through all of that?
Knockish home.
Do we
Leather
have gear
personnel carriers.
to help us?
Leather personnel carriers.
In other words, we're dragging it.
We're walking.
You're walking. Leather personnel carriers. I love it. Okay. So, yes, as you lift up off the ground, you can see the elves below you waving. As you pass over the life tree, Delastra, you can actually see Shira, who is waving from the boat below. And you see Asenath is pretty much like right behind Kelix, and right behind her is Temple, and she's holding on to Kelix as tightly as she possibly can. Being that this is the first time that Asenath has ever rode a dragon, it's a little bit surprising for her. And soon you are flying above Celene, making your way towards the cold lands. So it takes a little time to get there. And as you continue, I'm going to try to find a map real quick so I can also
Right. As we are traveling, we're going to make tell Aristovax about the dragon we had fought in the land of sand dunes.
Yeah, the blue one.
The blue one. Yep.
Yeah. She says, I am not familiar with a blue dragon that lives in the bright desert. That is something that is definitely interesting to me. I will try to find out more if you would like.
Please.
Couldn't hurt.
Yep, we owe him something.
Oh,
All right.
If you'd like to come along and help us really see that he pays the debt, you're welcome. Come.
well, let's see if you can make it through what you have to go through now.
We find a way.
Okay, so we are looking at... Okay, so you're actually on your way to Krakenheim, is that, I believe?
That is that's the capital of the Frostbite.
Yep, that's what I thought. Okay.
I'm actually from a village closer to the Grindeep. That's where Krakenheim is, where everybody goes.
Right, of course. Yeah. That makes total sense. Okay. So, like I said, it does take some time for you to get there. I mean, it is a very long trek. You have mountains that you have to travel over. The Rakers, the Griff Mountains to the north of there, and you also have to go across Grindeep Bay. So there is a lot of places to go. You have to go through the Theocracy of the Pale, but all of this is done well above the land itself on the back of the dragon. So you got to think it took you, let's see, you left in the morning, probably right around 9 or 10 o'clock. And by the time you finally touch down, it is, you do take a break for lunch and dinner. The dragon does take a rest, but she tries to find a lake or a river to sit down in an unpopulated area where you all can get off and stretch your legs, get something to eat, and then continue. So by the time that you get there, it is well over a 12-hour flight. And you end up touching down about 1.5 miles from Krakenheim. There is a forest just to the west, and she places you at the base. There's like some mountains right there, hills, and so it's easy cover. And she lands there. And being that it was dark, you were not detected. It is extremely cold out. It is snowing. And
It's Homeland.
yeah, it is. It's for Asenath and for those who had never been in an area where it snows this deeply, and it's a little bit surprising.
Yarn, now I truly understand why you became a fire mage.
People live here willingly?
Oh yes.
Wow. Must
Yeah.
be desperate.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, just one note to all of you guys. The common language is not common. Common language is the cold tongue. Most people do speak common, but everybody speaks the cold tongue. Okay? Just be aware of that.
Does everybody speak giant?
No.
Well, I was thinking
But
frost giant.
How are they going to feel about a dwarf, an elf, and a gnome? I feel like there's a bad barb.
Yeah, there's going to be some issues.
Well, Yarn,
So-
this is your homeland, so lead the way.
Well,
Aren't you
humans-
betrothed?
Huh? What?
Were you betrothed or
Well, my brother thinks so.
engaged? Okay.
Your brother.
My brother thinks so. So
I'm sure it'll be an honor to meet her at last.
yeah, sure.
You would like to
Okay.
meet her too?
Yeah, I've never met her either, I don't think. Anyway,
Oh,
we need
Alright.
to go into Krakenheim to find my master, Sigurd Orminarga.
Arranged marriages.
Okay. I know we don't normally split the party, but would it be better to in?
Because we know the way.
Actually, that might not be a bad idea to have the humans camp here with fire, of course. Make a temporary camp and go into Kraken. Make sure that we get in and
Okay.
yes, no, you're crazy. What?
are you saying the humans will stay here? Or you?
No, the humans will go in with me.
Okay. And you sure our friends will be safe here on the road?
No.
Oh, we'll be safe. There might be some strife, but we'll be safe.
Can't
Children?
guarantee the people walking by us will be safe. We should be good.
Actually, no. Let's not split the party. Let's go. This is just going to be fun.
I think if they had at least a representative of yourself from your homeland, they'll be much safer.
All right, we all head to Krakenheim.
Okay. So, let's see. So it's the snow's kind of deep. But Yarn, you are familiar with this land. This is nothing new to you. Of course, Krakenheim being one of those places where things don't change quickly. So the remembering things from, of course, your younger days and your childhood, you are able to quickly find the road that runs east-west, and you start to make your way towards the city. Eventually, you do find the city, which is It's not a lot. It's not like Pelik or Enstad where you have large stone walls and things of that nature. It has a palisade out in the front of it. Wooden. There's a lot of wood involved, but there is a stone center fortress, which you know from your childhood. But since your family was able to, they have actually taken leadership of Krakenheim. While you've changed a little bit and people may not recognize you immediately, you finally get to the gate and you see these very burly Viking-looking gentlemen, guards standing there. And they have halberds, and as you approach, they cross them in front of the palisade gate, and say in the cold speech, "Who are you that seeks entry to Krakenheim?"
I am Jarn Grimmer, Tolfermather Haldorsson.
As you say your name, as you finish, they both look at each other. And one of them, the one on the right, just gives you a really hard look. Of course, it's still nighttime. So they raise a lantern and to look at you closely. Mm-hmm.
Tolfermather, magic user.
Yes.
Okay.
I know.
Okay. All right. And I look at them back. Do I know you?
Says, I believe I've heard that you died.
Look like
Well,
me.
Only.
I certainly have not heard that.
Well, obviously, you're standing here in front of us now. I guess you're here to see your brother.
Indeed. Also, can you tell me tidings of Master Sigurd?
Yes, he is here.
Good.
Said it's still very early. You need to find a place to rest. It's still probably too early to go to the fortress.
Tell you what. How about I have you wrestle one of my friends, and whoever wins, and if you win, we go find some place to stay. But if he wins, we go in.
No, you go in now. You just can't go. You just can't go to the fortress. There are places to stay within.
Why can I not go to the fortress?
Because it's in the middle of the night. You have obviously not heard.
Evidently not. What tidings do you have for me?
Things are not well here in Krakenheim. There's been a lot of deaths, a lot of disease.
What type? Who's dying?
Many have died. Not just the young or the old. There's been many. It has affected the town quite badly.
Then I need to be in. Thank you for your help.
Of course.
Come on, guys. We're headed to the fortress.
I'm assuming they're not talking in common, so we're just kind of standing there.
Yeah, you guys are just standing there listening to him go back and forth. I'm going to say I'm going to say it's probably sounds a lot more like Icelandic than pretty much anything. I mean, I look at Icelandic and go like, yeah, no.
Yeah.
No.
I thank them and walk in, and I say, guys, there's sickness, there's death, and I don't know what the hell's going on.
Of course there is. There can't just be a happy homecoming.
Okay. We're heading to the fortress.
Okay.
They're probably going to be resistant to letting us in, but we'll figure it
Never
out.
stopped us before.
Okay. So as you walk in, you
Can I
can.
let us in?
What's
I'm sorry?
that?
Can I let us in?
It's like more dead people laying around. So what as you walk in, you can see, Yarn, that the city streets, while of course it is late and you don't see, there's not a lot of people. There's hardly anyone walking around. But the thing that really strikes out at you is the lack of smoke coming from smokestacks, from chimneys and houses. Ooh. That kind of gives you a little bit of an idea that it's almost like
it's a play.
Out of like 10 houses you see, only one or two looks as though someone is living in it. This is a lot different than what you remember. This is a very a very good sized city. So you finally make it to the stone citadel in the center. And as you approach again, you see these very burly gentlemen who are standing there. And of course, they challenge you. So, who seeks entrance?
I'm Jorn Gunnar Tolformathar Halderson. I'm looking for my brother.
He says, Yarn.
No, I'm not dead. Thank you.
You see one of them, it looks as though he recognized you. And he says, Yarn. Oh my gosh. And he says, I can't believe you're here. I'm sure they've already told you that someone said you died.
Obviously.
Yeah. Yeah. As he says, you probably don't remember me. I was a lot younger. I'm Carl. And he puts his hand out to shake yours. He says,
shake Carl's hand.
He said, you want to see your brother? Of course. And he walks over and opens up the door. And he says, I'm sure you know your way. And he lets you pass. He said,
okay.
It's good to see you, brother. I'm glad you were able to make it home. And all this, of course, is in cold speech. So as you all are walking past them, you kind of see these two gentlemen are looking at the shorter members of your team with a little bit of interest. And you see one of them just kind of reaches out real quick and pulls the hood off of Kiffy. And you hear like,
oh,
whoa, Yarn, you can't bring dwarves in here. Oh,
Watch.
Just
you have no idea where I have walked.
No,
these men, whether they be dwarves, elves, or gnome, are equal to all of us. And if anyone has a problem with it, I'll be happy to entertain options.
He says no, that's fine, Yarn. We understand, but I don't know how your brother is going to take such an intrusion.
Leave that to me.
Of course. So you all head in, you get to the outer doors. There's a guard standing there, and he opens the door for you. He doesn't even question. Obviously, if you were able to make it through the front gate, you were able to make it into the castle.
Are there any other servants types in the area?
Not that you see. Once the door opens, you can see that there is, of course, a hallway. There are torches lit. You can see that there's another guard at another door inside. And if you and you remember that this is kind of like a main hallway that takes you to sort of an open area. It doesn't get you into the throne room. The throne room is a little bit deeper inside. This is more of a formal meeting area. They just don't let you walk right into the throne room.
I don't understand why. Okay, so we walk in,
Mhm.
and I assume there are seats and stuff right here.
Yes.
Okay. Y'all sit down. I'm going to go talk to my brother. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Can't you send a runner?
Come with me, Timble.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, no, because he's what, 3 foot tall?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a child. Well, no,
I'm not arguing that fact.
This is
are there any fervent seats here?
okay. So the guard at the other end opens the door, and again, once you step in, you can see that there is just a large meeting area, and you see that there is a gentleman who you know all too well. Looks up from a scroll that he is preparing, and it is your old master. And
Master Sigurd.
he looks up at you and blinks a couple of times and rises, and he says, "I knew you would return here one day. I didn't realize that when you returned you'd be so powerful. I've heard stories. I heard someone said that you had died, but I did not believe them. I'd also heard other stories that you have obtained great power and great stature in Greyhawk itself. I'm glad that my teachings have rubbed off on you."
Indeed, man. I could not have done it without you.
I heard about Antero. I'm very sorry. He was a good man. I enjoyed working with him.
I have taken his place in Bissell.
That's what I've heard. A man named Bilius, another wizard friend that I know of, he spoke so highly of you.
If he only knew. But yes, he's a great.
So you've come to see your brother.
I
Yes.
have need of help.
Of course.
Yeah.
I shall summon him. He reaches into his pocket and he brings out it looks as though it is a small, it looks like probably a foot tall golem. And he places it on the floor and he says, "Yeah, go get his lordship. Tell him he's needed." And you see the little golem just kind of march off and down this hallway and up a flight of stairs. And
That's cool.
yeah, he says, "That's something that I picked up recently. As a matter of fact, I'll make sure to give you the scroll. I have one, and you can also use it to create your own little assistant."
Now, Master Sigurd,
Yes.
the fellow that's with me, is Master Timble. He's an artist.
He looks and says, "Oh, it's rare to see gnomes in this area. I mean, we have them there, but they don't usually come into human villages." He kind of just he takes a knee and looks and he says, "It is nice to meet you, friend of Yarn. Master Timble, you say?" And he
Temple's never living.
says,
Sir.
I'm sure you have tales of Yarn's greatness." He just looks over at you. Sigurd just looks over at you, Yarn. He says, "So is it just you two?"
No, the rest of my party is in the. Let's wait for my brother.
Yeah,
I only want to have to.
Look at that. Already running your own group of adventurers. That's impressive.
Again, it's not much of it. It's more herding cats.
He chuckles at that and he says, Ah, yes, a noble pursuit. So it only takes probably about a good 5 minutes when you see the little golem once again return, and it sort of stands there next to Master Sigurd, and he reaches down and he just kind of like compacts it and places it back in his pocket, and you see your brother walk down the staircase. He's dressed in furs. It looks like they're hastily thrown on. He was obviously asleep. And not too far behind him, it looks as though he has roused your sister Sif, and she is right behind him. They both look at you because the golem didn't tell them why they were being summoned. And Sif immediately runs over and gives you a big hug. And she just like, oh, it is so good to see you. It's so good that you're home. Your room, we've made you a room. It's beautiful. I think you will really enjoy it. Of course, you're like, of course, you know your true purpose. Your brother though walks over, extends his hand, and then he clasps you on the shoulder and also gives you a big hug. And he says, brother, it is good to see you again.
It's good to be home.
We've had some trouble.
I saw that.
Yes. But what is it that you need?
No. Is there anything I can do to help? Here we are. I have brought my friend. They're in the other room. This is Master Timble. He is an artist in many different. Can we speak the common tongue so that he understands?
He answers in common, of course. Welcome, Master Timble. It is nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Sigurd has something to show you, and I think this was maybe part of our problem. And so Sigurd brings over a box, and he puts it on a side table. And are you going to call everybody else in, or is it just you and Timble still?
We might as well call everybody else in because they're
get the introduction
integral to this story.
So yeah, the rest of you all are shown in, and you can see this is just a really great meeting. It's just a large meeting area. You can see that Yarn and Timble are standing there talking with an elderly gentleman, a man who looks maybe a little bit older than Yarn, but not too much older. And it looks like a young lady, probably in her mid to late 20s, is standing there as well. So you're introduced to Yarn's brother, his sister Siv, and to Master Sigurd, who is Yarn's old master, who he learned a lot of his magics and everything from. So Sigurd brings out this box, and he says, I believe that this is part of the problem. It started just a few months ago, actually. There was a sickness that overcame the city, and we believe that we have found the cause, and this is what we believe it is. And as he opens it up, you can look in and you see that it looks like a crooked, bony finger.
Oh, hell, that's
no.
Toby!
And he says,
yes, I see that.
said this was found in a water supply here in one of our wells.
I am familiar with this.
Yeah. Can you tell us what you think What is it that you believe this is?
Pure necromantic power.
This is I did detect that there was some definite dark energies coming from it, but we did not realize that it was so poisonous, and it has actually taken a fair toll on the city's population, unfortunately.
Are they talking in common?
Yes,
Yeah.
everybody's talking in common. Everybody can understand what's going on.
Have you had any strange, maybe visitors before the sickness took place?
Not that anyone recalls. We just know that this was fished out of the main well in the city center. But who knows how long it had been there.
Have you had any sickness since then?
No, we haven't had anything new occur. The water has been purified once we removed this foul item from it.
This is one of those things we are taking care of.
So
we recognize the source. We haven't heard it.
We
Too
do
many
recognize
times
the source.
before. This is Toby.
You're sure of that?
Yeah, I'm sure of it. This is one of those insight things. If you don't
really
mind,
like it means something else.
if you don't mind, we will take that with us when we leave and eliminate it at another time.
Of course, we would like for you to take it away. We tried we tried to destroy it, but even magics and even just fire, nothing seems to damage it.
It's one of those artifacts of the world where you can mitigate the effects of it, never really destroy it without destroying the original.
But obviously it was left here for a reason.
That reason is probably me. Because the source of this was once one of our companions who was overcome by an
So what does this mean? I mean, we've lost so many people here in the city. At least it's stopped, but I mean,
it's evil. I mean,
obviously,
in the end, it's evil.
Yes.
What does evil do? Evil destroys. What are the methods of evil? Take out what you hate. Can't take out what you hate. Take out what they love.
So your brother says, so Yarn, what is it that you need from us?
Okay, cue the life tree story.
Okay, so you tell them all about the prophecy.
Mm-hmm.
You tell them about the orb. You tell them about Asenath. You tell them about what needs to take place. You tell them about Grinna and her role in this other tree. And of course, he and Sif and Sigurd are sitting there listening to you tell the story. They're not interrupting you. They are completely wrapped up in what you were telling them. And they say, so you need a ship.
I need a ship. Supplies.
And how fast do you need this ship? We've lost so many people, and a lot of them were our best shipwrights. When do you need this?
I was under, excuse me, but I was under the impression that there had been diplomatic outreach already for this. I thought,
Oh, that's right. Val was creating a warehouse for us.
Right.
and putting things together, but I thought that they had contacted someone from here, some
Yes.
diplomatic
Yes.
touch to get things going.
But
So should something be
I
already going?
we know that there had been contact made, but at the time that occurred was when we started to feel the effects of this plague. A lot of people died, as you can easily attest by what you saw in the city.
We see in the city. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I said, if there is
Essentially,
if there is, you can talk with my steward. He was the one who set that up. I did not realize at that time that Yarn, you were a part of that. Your name was left out, as was the names of your friends. Maybe
intentionally.
yes.
And that we, while I would have loved to have been able to just drop in and set it up myself, we thought it was best to have it done honestly.
Of course, no. I
While
understand.
I've done many things, I've pissed off a whole lot of people. Seems to run in our family. So, in the end, what we need is a NAR with more decking, and that's essentially what we need.
Well,
Could you ask for assistance from neighboring cities?
There are no.
Okay. I don't know this part of land. So
yeah, this is
I wasn't too sure if the map had everything.
You're not in Bissell anymore, where there's like villages all over the place. This is a different world.
So,
well, what could we do to help?
Then I asked my brother, is there anything? I mean, what do you need to help combat this plague? We have resources.
Well, the plague
and
is
we
no
have
longer.
a bit of.
Well, the plague is no longer an issue. I think the plague has abated, but the bodies that it's left in its wake are not going to be easily replaced. You'll have to talk with when we'll get the steward here, and then we'll also talk to the master shipwright. I know that he did not succumb to the plague, so maybe he already has something already for you. But I will not.
My concern was this did the shipwrights have an abnormally large death toll? Was this seemingly targeted?
Unfortunately, it did seem that it did take a toll on our shipwrights and our shipbuilders and our longshoremen. I think you were right.
They were
that it was targeted. It wasn't a targeted attack by this old companion of yours.
Okay. If you don't mind, we'll rest tonight talk with the steward tomorrow. Talk with the shipwright.
Yeah. So Sif says, "I'll show you to your rooms. We have extras just in case, and we'll make sure that you are comfortable. And I'll have servants bring up firewood and start your fireplaces."
Thank you. Fire is very appreciated.
Yeah. So you all make your way up, following Sif up the staircase into the stronghold, into its interior. And I think this is probably not a bad place to stop for the evening. Yep. So folks watching at home, thank you all very much for hanging out and watching with us. I'd been talking about, and last time that we tried to do this, I think we had a mix up or something like that, where we were going to give away a $25 gift certificate, and I don't think anybody ever claimed it. So it was kind of a bummer. I'm going to try to come up with something else that was mentioned this evening. And I think the best way to do this, and if you will go to @TMSend, that's my X account. It's @TMSYND. If you can tell me what was the main ingredient of what Tomas Ed was drinking this evening, you will get that $25 gift certificate. But I need to know what the ingredient is that was in that unholy concoction. So the first one who does it.
For general.
I think we need to clarify and talk about what Ed was drinking or what Tomas was eating.
What Ed was drinking.
Oh, what Ed was drinking. Oh.
What Ed was drinking this evening. If you could tell me the main ingredient or one of the ingredients that is in that, whatever that was, you will get the $25 gift certificate. So, all right.
For the record, it worked, Russ. I only drank 2 of them.
I only drank 2 of them. So, yeah, just remember. Yeah, so just remember to go over to X, go to @TMSYND, and put in your answer. Usually it takes about 3 days to get the card to you because you have to be a friend of mine on Steam. If you're not a friend of mine on Steam, it takes 3 days for that to clear. But everybody that we've ever given a card away to has gotten their card. We're not one of those weird fly-by-night crazy streams, I'm not, we're not that.
We're just flighty.
We're flighty. But yeah, so thank you all again. If you like what you saw, make sure to give us a thumbs up, leave a comment below. That would be wonderful. We also have a podcast. It's The Mystic Syndicate. Just check us out on iTunes or Spotify. You can find us there. Leave a review. That would be super sweet if you would. We really appreciate you guys hanging out with this evening. It looks as though we had a pretty decent amount of viewers. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. Players, thank you guys for showing up this evening and playing. I think we're not going to be playing next week, right? I think people are out. I think, what was it? I think Kellix is out. Pav's out.
Yep, I'm out.
Okay, so that's fine. So that's fine. So I think are we doing DiGiorno? No? What are we doing? Okay, Ed.
If it comes in, who here remembers the game Dungeon? The board game.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah. I ordered a copy so I could have all the cards. We can put an image on the TT, on a VTT, Players can move their tokens around and can play dungeon for a night.
Oh,
Just
that's
shoot the shit.
cool. Oh, that's cool. Oh, we got to do that. That sounds like
So
fun.
I'm hoping it comes in by next Thursday.
Neat. Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun. Okay, so you heard it here
Brian, if, you
first.
want, if I'm not here and you guys want to, there's that one shot you were talking about.
Yeah, I think this would be easy. I want to test playing it because I want to eventually get us playing Car Wars, Bob.
Yeah, I actually have the AD&D first edition one shot that I think I'm almost done with it. I just got to actually just populate the map. Everything else is done. So that's kind of cool. But we still have to talk about making characters for it. So, but thank goodness Roll20 actually has first edition character sheets that you can populate.
Which is cool.
Yeah, it's really nice that they got that.
Oh,
The only
that's fine with
thing
that.
that's missing though on the DM side of the house is that there is no compendium. So I have to break out the books and I have to make the monsters. So it's like, well, shit. But it's okay.
I have this list.
I actually have to
What is the
work.
Wow.
Work.
Okay. So no Princess of Celene next week. We'll try to pick that up again really, really soon. But you can always listen to us on the podcast. Folks, do you guys have anything? Any parting words or any thoughts?
Thanks, Brian. What you do?
Oh, you
I like teasing my friends.
You guys are stepping all over each other.
Go ahead, Ed.
I like eating my friends.
You liked eating your friends. Well, I'm not even going there. Nope. Nick Snyder bomb.
Nope, Tony. Moving right along.
Apparently that dill stuff went to his head.
Oh, I've got a whole bunch of notes over here how I'm going to start fucking with this, how it does mess with Tomas's head. He already has mental issues.
Okay.
Damn.
Anybody else? Or are we closing up shop?
We're good.
Okay.
Quick,
everybody
get it off.
have a good night, and we will chat with you later.
Good night.
Good night.
Oh.